We are live to Out of the Draft Podcast, Season 4, Episode 19. So sorry we missed last week. It was my fault. I was super sick after leaving Nashville. Um, I guess the weather down there got me really good. But so we skipped last week, and I apologize for that. But points are updated as well for the 2 weeks of picks. We did have the same race winner for both. So, I mean, we don't really get to talk about much of Nashville, but I do want to say live Nashville was so much fun. I didn't really get to talk to you guys about it, but um, it was just you could tell the difference in the horsepower because I've been to Nashville with the next gen 3 different times, and this is my third time, like 2 weeks ago, and it was so you could see a difference. Like it was visibly. I don't know if you could see it on TV, but you could definitely see it in person in a sense of like the car just got loose. You could see him like wiggling a little bit, and so that was really nice to see. But we did. That's done with Nashville, obviously, but we did have racing this weekend. But first, we'll introduce the panel here. I'm Dylan.
My name is also Dylan, aka DA.
My name is Cody, aka JGR on top, baby.
My name is also Dylan, aka NBA Dunboy.
We got the triple D's action going on. We have DJ and Hunter joining us later. They had to take care of some personal stuff, but they will be joining us within the next 5 to 15 minutes, I'm sure. How was y'all's week? Like, how was the racing week for you guys?
Yeah, it was pretty good for me. I enjoyed all the action we had going on. I mean, I know we'll talk about it, but some of the dirty air was a real big talking point in this. So, and I found it just a tad bit annoying, but all in all, it was pretty cool. It was a good weekend for everyone, I think.
Honestly, I enjoyed the racing this weekend. Like DA said, the 30 air was definitely a little bit of a problem, but other than that, I think the racing was honestly fun.
Yeah, I like the cup race on Sunday. Truck race I don't really remember much of, but from what I saw, it was good.
For sure. Cody, do you want to get us in talking about the cup race? And then first, just do your rating, and then we'll go me, DA, and DCD, and then you can kind of go into the whole cup race itself.
Yeah, honestly, I think the cup race was. I can't really remember the Michigan races from the next gen car, but I think it was my opinion from what I remember from the next gen races. It was probably the best we've had in the next gen car. And I think obviously we know we had the air as a problem, but I think we saw a lot more passing than we thought we would have. So honestly, I'll give it like a 7.8.
Actually, can you go ahead? It looks like I'm having issues with my stream. So
Can I go ahead and what?
DA.
Oh, I was like,
Okay, very sorry. You want my rating correct and everything like that. Okay, perfect. So, I mean, regarding this race, I mean, the dirty air was annoying. Like, for example, you see Hocevar wash up that track late stage 3. You can see because that dirty air was so like really impactful thing. But all in all, it was pretty exciting, because it was like you could run the low side, it could work. You had the middle and the high side, not quite to the wall like in past, but a little higher than the middle. So it was good 3 groove racing. The draft was a very big factor in this, which is also another interesting aspect. And for some reason, everyone seemed to like crash a lot for some reason. We'll get to the host of our thing, and is Christopher Bell okay? We got to talk about that too. But all in all, the racing was okay. It wasn't bad at all. I give it like a 7.1.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna go with Cody here, and I'm gonna give it for the guy who was on the pre-race. I'll give it a 7.8.
I had some mixed feelings about this race. I I was I think I was way more negative than I feel like Twitter was. I know that the Jeff Cluck poll got like a 80%. I was shocked. I thought this race sucked. Like other than the wrecks, like there was no passing, in my opinion, except if you were like Eric Jones. but which congratulations to Eric Jones because you're the only person that could just go through the field. So my rating is actually pretty low. I gave it a 4.5. I know that's pretty aggressive, but also maybe I felt a difference based off of like my driver's experience, but maybe that I tried to leave that out of like my opinion about the race. But I thought this race kind of sucked. But that's just me.
I would say it's a fair rating. I mean, I feel like with all the wrecks and everything so early, just kept packing onto each other. There's like no good flow to the race a lot, and then like you said, the draft and just passing. Like only when you get a run down in the one, you can really pass. Outside of that, you really couldn't. So I say your rating's pretty fair.
All right, Cody, you want to talk about the race a little bit? Hamlin and Carson Hocevar.
Yeah. Obviously, I know we had at the start of the race or before the race after qualifying, we had people that were announced to go to the back. Bill, Eric Jones, Hamlin. I mean, there was quite a few. I can't even remember all of them, to be honest. But I know those are definitely the biggest three. But honestly, I feel like stage one wasn't bad. Um, I feel like it was less passing the whole time out of the whole race. For stage one, it was kind of more like a Carson Hocevar, Reddick, and Gibbs show at the top in the top three of the whole stage one. But honestly, I feel like that's kind of what you're going to expect from the start of Michigan, right? I mean, people are going to take longer to figure out the car and how to run the track, uh, just like this year, right? I feel like the race wasn't too bad. I don't, did we have, well, I know we definitely had cautions in stage one. It was the same guy twice, unfortunately. It was Connor Zillage on lap four, and then I think lap 38 is when it happened the next time. But I mean, he's, I think the problem about him, he's young. He's going, but it's tough. It's tough for a rookie to come up from, especially with how young he's 19, isn't he? I'm pretty sure, and he's just coming up and slowly moving up. But it's the next gen car. I get it, but I'm not gonna say he's not. I'm not gonna say he's better than Hocevar in the next gen car, right? I feel like it's just not a fair thing to say. But I don't know. I feel like it was just, interesting stage one. Stage two, me and Dylan were on. Well, I guess going into stage two, me and Dylan were on call, and he was like, "Well, I'll call you at the end of the stage." Um, and then we never ended up calling, but I think it's a good thing that we did it after what happened later on in stage three. But stage two, I don't really remember much of stage two, to be honest with you. I feel like that was more passing than anything, but I can't remember it except for Eric Jones being on four and everyone else being on two, and Eric Jones just flying past everybody. I thought Eric Jones was going to get there, but he did not, unfortunately. It just took him too long to get around Riley Herbst,
Uh,
which shocker.
yeah, stage two was when Carson Hocevar um, and the whole checkup on the restart happened. So,
Oh
um,
yes, 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 yes. I thought that was stage three actually,
no, the only reason
but
why I
yeah,
remember that is because Reddick got into it and we gained 10 points on Reddick. Uh, so I so I can go into that a little bit just because, and then
yeah,
you can say your opinion. But long story short, we had the hinder guys up front. We had the 9, the 5 front row. You had Reddick. Who was Gibbs behind Kyle Larson? I believe that's who was behind Kyle
Yeah.
Larson. And then you
yes,
had
yeah.
Bubba, John Hunter Nemechek, and then uh, Hocevar behind him. It looked like Hocevar was trying to get a really good restart and go 3 wide, and he just kind of mistimed the bumper to the 42, and he just clipped him going low, and the 42 ran into the 23, and then the 23 right hooked the 54, the 54 right hooked the 45, and that's what kind of had all that huge 9 car wreck. Um, and then the 45 was done. Like I didn't expect Reddick to wreck because it was like 4 to 5 seconds after the initial spins that he just wrecked. I was like, I was jumping up and down. I hate to say that, but I really was, because I was like, dude, we're about to gain some massive points. Of course, the the question that we all need to answer was, uh, did Hocevar, was that just a racing deal, or does Hocevar need to calm down? Right, I feel like that's just the biggest thing that we need to ask ourselves. Personally, I don't know. I thought it was racing. Like, I also thought there was a checkup, but why are you doing that in the middle of stage 2? I guess it's hard to pass. Don't get me wrong. I understand that, but there's just he just needs to understand when to go. I just think, and he would be a lot better. But personally, I think it's fun to watch, unless it's my driver wrecked, I guess. But I don't know. I feel like Carson needs to stay the same. I feel like it's fine. Some driver just needs to do it back to him, and then I think it'll be all good. Cody, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's something that is needed in the sport. We need that guy that's not going to care. I feel like it makes great entertainment, and that's what NASCAR wants, right? So I think it's something that he should stay doing. Obviously, we had Chastain first before Kosovar in the next gen car, and then Rick Hendrick go ahead and had a talk with him because he was wrecking his cars and he was just tired of paying money. But I mean, I feel like Hocevar, you have Spire behind Hocevar, and dude, Spire supports whatever Hocevar does. I mean, Hocevar is out here doing everything, dirt racing, streaming, Spire supporting everything that he's doing. I think it's good for him to stick with that team that is supporting him and not, go to a better team that, might give him better rides, but you can't do whatever you want, right? But I think it's something that should stay. I think to give us the entertainment of a driver that we've definitely been missing for sure. So I mean, people are going to race him hard, and it's what's needed. But man, I don't know. I think it's a good thing for him.
Wait, is my audio clear?
Yeah, you're
Mhm.
good. I was gonna say
Yeah.
DA, but you're good. You can go ahead.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah. Well, first I just want to make sure my audio is clear. I can't find my freaking AirPods. That's part of the reason I was as late as I was. For me, I love Hocevar. I love his personality. I love his aggressiveness on the
Oh,
track.
great.
But in all honesty, stage 2, like that's 100% just on him being stupid. I think in that situation, you have two options. You check up, or you stay straight and you hit him square. You can't turn as you're hitting him. Like in no world was there enough space for him to get clear to the bottom and like not make contact. And I know, I mean, it's a split second thing, and I feel like if I'm in the same spot like tonight in a league race, like I'm probably gonna do the same thing, like just spaz out real quick and try to avoid him. But I think I'm also not, somebody getting paid millions of dollars to do this, and I just think it's a young, dumb mistake at that point. Um, for the rest of Hocevar, like for things outside of that, like I love his aggressive nature. I love his dive bombs. I love his, comments like in the NASCAR videos where he's like, "Well, just get out of the way and there won't be problems." Like I love that. I think it's great. Um, but I don't know, Cody. I kind of disagree about people racing him hard because I don't really feel like anybody races him that hard other than maybe Daniel Suarez for some reason. But like
Oh no. I was saying like people like might start racing him hard. I'm sorry if that didn't come clear, but no,
I don't think
yeah,
they
I don't
will.
know.
I don't think they will because at the end of the day, I think a lot of these guys in the field understand that it's a full season points format now. Well, not full season, but you get what I'm saying. Like a chase format, there's no point in racing Carson hard because if you race Carson hard, you're probably gonna end up wrecked. Like at that point, just concede the spot, let him go, and maybe he'll take out two or three people up ahead, and you end up with a net gain in points. So I don't see people racing him hard in this format. I think if he was having the same success he's having right now last year in that format, you might see some people be like, you know what, I'm done with you. But I think a lot of drivers are really smart and they just avoid the conflict at that point until late in the race. But Yeah, I don't know. I just think Hocevar just kind of misjudged that one, and it's pretty stupid. He also really deflected when Dale Jr. asked him about it.
So talking about like drivers paying back. Sorry to cut you off, Da, but like my mom asked the same question at work today. She was like, "Do you think drivers are gonna pay him back during the chase?" Like, and I was like, "No." They're for two reasons. For one, they don't want to ruin their own race, and secondly, they're too scared. I don't see any driver except Hamlin, right? I think Hamlin's a different animal. I feel like he would repay him back in a if it is directed towards him, like in a sense of like he gets moved out of the way, right? But no driver's going up to Hocevar. Like I'm sorry, like they don't they're scared. I think not like physically in front of him, but like racing around him. I mean,
You can hear the spotters.
yeah, I mean they're like 77's coming. Like there's a nervous tick. Like I'm like I don't know what else to say. Like it's got to be the funniest reaction. He's intimidating people in a different way than what Dale did, right? Like so like, and maybe that's a good or bad thing because they're nervous around him. But I think this is fun. But yes, this mistake right here should have not happened. Like that. That's an easy like, hey, you just got to relax. But go ahead, Da. Your thoughts.
I will say, yeah, it could have been prevented and avoided. Like I know how aggressive he is. He's always looking for spots. But I feel like, to be fair, like in his defense, Larson just didn't go and just stacked up the entire inside line. And it's just like he wasn't really expecting it, so like he tried to make his move and then hit John Hunter and killed everybody else behind him. But to be fair, okay, we wanted to see Reddick get taken out, and we did. So we should be celebrating this man, okay? Come on now.
Yeah, there is definitely team orders for the Golden Boy on the outside lane to drop down. So I don't think it's on Hocevar.
DJ, we're talking about the Hocevar restart incident. What's your thoughts about it?
I thought it was great. He took out that 45 car. That's all I care about. No, but something I thought that was really funny about it, since we're speaking on Carson Hocevar in full. John Hunter Nemechek, after the race, he posted on Instagram and he said, 2 straight weeks of being Hocevar. And my dog Carson Hocevar liked and reposted the post. He does not care in the slightest.
I think that's the best part of Hocevar is like after whatever he'll make a joke out of it. Like I mean, remember what he did to Bill earlier this year at Atlanta? He was like, his post was "if gap car." Like I mean, that's funny. Like I don't know if I'm sure other drivers are pissed about it, but like, dude, he is funny. Like, and his live streams make it even better because he's not afraid to talk about an incident live either. And he'll be like, yeah, I mean, he just didn't move. I'm like,
Unless it's during the race.
yeah, unless it's during the race, he won't say a word. But like,
He flat out told Dale Jr., I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even remember that.
But this 77 car is pretty fast today.
Dude, that's comedy. Like actually, like, but this is like, you know, we talk about Kyle Busch and of course that, but like, this is similar in a sense of, hey, I'm sarcastic and I really don't care what anyone else thinks, and like that's a good thing. And obviously Kyle is a whole different animal, but like, this is like we need this more, and he's likable. Like right? Like he's likable to even people that don't even really watch. I mean, dudes, we can talk about Chili's or whatever, but like, I mean,
And he's 6'5".
He's 6'5", dude. Like,
it's really crazy that you brought up the Kyle comparison, because Saturday watching qualifying, when he got pissed that he got second, I was like, whoa.
yeah,
Whoa.
I was shocked. I was like, he just got really mad. Like, I was like, it's like getting out qualified. Like, obviously we all talk about us qualifying or league racing or whatever. There's like a few people that I do not want to out qualify me. Like actually, like when I see it, I'm like, oh, okay, that pissed me off. But I don't say anything, right? But like
But
Cody,
it was literally like him getting out qualified, like for us, it's like Heredia out qualified. Like, dude.
It was perfect. But anyways,
Yeah, man. Like you think you sit down a banger lap and then he's still 2/10 faster.
Yeah,
Like,
I was
bro.
like, yeah, he looked so mad. Well, obviously he was emotional because of hometown, whatever. But like he looked so pissed off. It was really funny. Yeah. So the end of the race, Cody, you can finish us off. And then actually, I'm gonna stop talking.
Yeah, it might be a good thing. So yeah, in stage 3 we had some good racing. The first half of stage 3.
Is this audio weird for y'all too?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I was tripping.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm running.
Are you holding over the mic on the
You sound like you're
computer?
underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you okay?
Hey, my dirty water.
Can you just reset your AirPods?
It's so good about being live. You never know what happens. It's so good
Yeah,
about it.
dude. Hello.
Does this work?
There we
Yeah,
go.
dude.
Ah,
Hey,
better.
hey.
Oh my god.
He sounds like he's back under the water again.
Dude, just leave it open. Like I don't know what you got to do, but leave the charger port open. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Connected back to the AirPods.
Huh?
It connected back to the AirPod.
Yeah, we're good now.
Yeah.
Just don't touch it ever again.
Oh, he touched it.
Oh no, it's over.
Oh, it's over. Denny Hamlin wins the race.
Didn't
Yeah,
Am I good? Am I
you're
good?
good. Good.
Okay, we can try this again. So at the start of stage 3, we had I wouldn't say it was like the best racing, but I wouldn't say it was the worst racing in my opinion. But then we got to the middle of stage 3, and then we had the wreck with Zane Smith blowing a tire. And he was running good. He was running top. He's been running good the last few weeks as well. So that's very unfortunate for him. And that kind of started the fuel situation with having to save under yellow. And so that was it was gonna be interesting, right? Saving under fuel and then having to save at the end of the race. And then you have lap 147. We're under green from yellow, and C Bell and Chase Elliott are racing side by side, and C Bell was a little too close to his door and got Chase Elliott loose. Um, I think this is definitely a question that we need to talk about once I'm done with finishing the rest of the race. But that was unfortunate. We definitely need to talk about that. And then we took them almost half an hour to fix the wall, which is actually very good. That was, I think they said 20 minutes was the red flag, and that's really good for fixing a wall that got absolutely destroyed. And so and then we got back green, and then Hamlin started making his way through the field on the restart. And then 2 laps later, he's behind Hocevar and Suarez, and just ducks down on lap with 38 to go. And it was sunset for him because he just drove away, plus 10 seconds over and over again. He was just gaining time. I think what was the margin? 11.1, I think is what it was at the end of the race.
11.11.
Okay, yeah. So that's incredible. But I mean, and then you saw Eric Jones making his way through the field. He was stuck behind Riley Herbst, so that was sick, dude. I had so much fun watching that. And then he got around him, and then he was able to make his way on the long run. And then he got up to second, and then which was good because when he got to second, he was kind of pretty much matching the lap times between everyone else, which I think people were looking at the margin of victory like in a different way, but like Hamlin didn't have to save fuel. Everyone else was constantly saving fuel into the corners and losing time. But especially when you have the fastest car, it's not going to help the field either way. But yeah, I think stage three was interesting to watch it with all the saving and then the incident that happened, which I guess we can go into. I guess DA, you can go first on the incident, unless the Chase Elliott fan wants to do it.
I'd say let the Chase fans talk about it first.
I mean, I'll put my 2 cents out there. I think Chase just took Pride Month a little too seriously and made sure the wall in 3 was not straight anymore. And yeah, I mean that's got to be I can't wait to see like the advanced statistics on like the G forces that Seabell experienced in that accident. I think I was talking to Damon earlier about it. I mean, it is a racing deal. I think Chase was being aggressive, trying to clear the 20 right there. I mean, Seabell, he wasn't super tight on him, in my opinion, but it was one of those situations where like he could have left more room, but he didn't, and that's not on him. I mean, that's racing. It is what it is. I mean, hindsight, I bet he wishes he gave him a little bit more room. But I mean, it was tough racing. I think Seabell took 2 tires. He knew he needed to stay in front of the 9. The 9 was the first one on 4, and felt like he needed to get clear in that situation. And yeah, I mean, that was a brutal hit. I mean, seeing the onboard from Seabell, that was insane. I mean, I think even like some of the Daytona crashes we've seen are not as hard as that wreck. But yeah, I mean, happy that both drivers got out and walked away. And I'm going to add this really quick. I saw something on social media saying that like somebody didn't like that Chase went over to check on Christopher Bell. They were like, your competitors, like, yeah, you made a mistake and you wrecked, but your competitors, like, why are you checking on the competition? Like, that's the enemy. Like, if this was basketball and it was like a hard foul, yeah, dude, screw them. Don't check on them. Like, let them know. Like, you're setting a tone. But this is not that. All right. Like, somebody's life was in danger right there. I mean, that. I think if this happens in 2022 when this car first came out, we might not be talking about Seabell for the rest of the year. Like he might have been done. But yeah, I didn't like that at all. Like I was okay with Chase going over. I kind of liked it. I mean, Chase knew that like he was the cause of the incident, and I guess we'll get into the Seabell stuff later if we have any information on it. But I was okay with him checking on him. Just a hard racing incident from both guys, and it didn't pan out for either one of them.
Yeah, so my immediate reaction, I was pissed. I mean, I'm still upset, just because I'm more upset with the Nine's decision, now than I am about. So I know Seabell wasn't on his door, right? Like fully, but going into the corner, it's a bad arrow moment, right? And there's nothing wrong with what he did. I mean, in a sense of a racing uh, part of it, like there's nothing wrong with getting on someone's door and getting them loose. But I just think, I think in this car and what in that moment, I don't think it was a high percentage idea, right? And I think we saw that. I think we saw that what causes that. And obviously Chase got loose. He made a mistake. He couldn't correct it. He overcorrected it actually, and that's why we had that huge accident. So he made a mistake. I'll be the first one to admit that. I just think in that could have been avoidable. That's my point. That's why I was upset. Is I think in that specific moment, yes, Christopher Bell probably loses the race once the 9 gets out in front of him, but he also didn't finish the race, right? Like that's the races aren't won. They're won by tiny, decisions, but like you just cost yourself 2 positions in the points because of the arrow that you put on someone going into turn 3 on a restart, right? Like, do you see my point on that? That's why I was frustrated at Bell. Also, what Chase did to go over to Christopher Bell, I mean, whoever said that, they should never be a race fan, in my opinion. The whole point of this is, hey, let's keep drivers safe, right? The biggest problem I have with the whole situation is we had a winning race car and we should have gained 40 points on Reddick, and we just decided to, hey, let me just make this last minute decision to go underneath Christopher Bell in the moment and just, hey, let me drive it in instead of just saying, hey, all right, I know I'm going to get really loose here, right? I'm mad at Chase for making that decision, but also Bell knows the arrow point in that moment where everyone was getting loose, especially on low air pressure. You saw Chase got loose not because of the arrow only, but because the moment that the diffuser hit the ground, he spun out immediately. Like there was no way of catching that. Which I mean he could have, I guess, but I'm frustrated because you both cost yourself huge point stays because you're going for one position. That to me makes me mad, especially in the era that we live in right now. Now last year, whoop-de-flippin' do, but this is important now. So yeah, I'm mad, but not fully anymore at Christopher Bell, and I'm the first person to say that I'm sorry for overreacting. So to your point, Cody.
That's a good boy.
Yeah,
Not me. Screw them Yodas.
But to your point, I feel like I have some sort of opinion that y'all can agree with on. Like, I feel like that's just a dumb decision by Bell in that very moment, and Chase, right? Like, I blame both of them. Like, I understand that you're gonna win the race if you pass one another, but like, are you? Like, you don't know until you know. So
Yeah, I think it's good that I go next after Dylan going. Since we're brothers. Yeah, I think the incident was fair on both sides. I mean, Elliott feels like he was, it was his fault. Bell was, you see people in the back, honestly closer. I mean, if not the same, but closer than they were, with Arrow. And that's kind of like the weird thing, you seen that back in the pack like all day, but you didn't see them wrecking, right? And so it's like it all just depends with the diffuser and like when you see on, I think it was the Larson's point of view I see in it, was when Chase went into turn three on the bottom, you can see his car just drop on the bump in the middle of three, and it just, that's when it got loose and it just he overcorrected. Um, I think it was the funniest thing when this happened, and I was literally paying attention to Hostvar too. I saw Hostvar drive it and make up like two spots going into three, and I was like, oh shoot, dude, Hostvar's flying. And then I look back up, and then I look up the track, and I just see Bale and Elliott in the wall, and I was like, "What just happened?" But I think the incident was fair. It's obviously a racing deal. I don't think it's necessarily anyone's fault. I mean, you're both racing hard for the same position. That when cleaner air, he's still behind Byron, but it's one car less in front of you. That's going to help you out. I feel like so. I feel like it's both fair for them to go for that position. But yeah, it was definitely an interesting time when that happened. When I opened up Snapchat and I saw Dylan's message. Um, but yeah, it was interesting. But I think it was fair for Dylan to be upset, especially with the car that Elliott had, and obviously it sucks for Bill, having good runs and then he just wrecks again like always. It's the same thing for both of us, but I think it's good. I think it's a good thing that we have a racing deal and we're able to agree.
good. All right. Do y'all have any other opinions so we can move on?
Yeah, I was frustrated too, man. After that wreck, it caused my driver to get damaged, and he wasn't fast no more. Horrible deal. Christopher Bale's window flew and hit my goat's roof and bent his poor antenna.
I will say I thought he was actually faster. I mean, he moved from 13th to 6th. That's
Fourth.
ironic. To 4th?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you just like completely canceled out what you were saying by saying four.
I feel like I know like his
I feel
car
like it
wasn't.
helped him at the end.
Yeah, I'm not saying it was made it faster or slower.
Yeah.
I just
I don't think Larson was ever really that fast yesterday.
I mean, he even said in this post race though, like
No, he's always that fast.
okay. All right, we can move on. Go ahead and talk about the top finishers.
Are we at 40 weeks
The
yet?
top-
Also, while you're looking up the top finishers, our friend Schmidt texted in the chat, tell Cody to stop talking from the kitchen. I guess that was the moment that you were making bubble noises.
What's up, Schmidt? Yeah, so we have the top finishers, first through 10th. Obviously, Hamlin won the race. Eric Jones in second. Bo Wallace in third. Larson in fourth. Hocevar in fifth. Suarez in sixth. He's also been having huge good runs for Suarez. Logano in seventh. Uh, Blaney in eighth. Buscher in ninth. And then Briscoe in 10th. And then Cedric in 11th as well. Huge day for Penske for, their standards this year. Some good finishers I want to point out is Cole Custer finishing 12th. Riley Herbst finishing 13th. Nice. Neiman Toad for 14th. That's pretty cool. Barry in 15th.
Hey, what's his name?
Neiman Toad.
No. What's DJ's name? Dude,
DJ, what is it?
DJ, listen, when I say that is the best nickname I've ever seen for a race car driver, I love it. Anyways, move on.
Yeah, and then Cody Ware finishing 23rd because the whole field wrecked out. So that's pretty darn cool. And the two bad finishers I seen, other than the people that wrecked out, of course, was Byron in 18th. Bro was running second and then dropped all the way to 18th at the end of the run. So cool. I picked him. Did not go well. And then Bowman in 19th. And then obviously had, like the people that wrecked, Hamlin, or not Hamlin, sorry, Reddick, Dillon, Zillage. Who else was good that got wrecked? Gibbs as well. He finished like 24th, I think, with damage. So very unfortunate for them, but huge day for, the lower tier teams that were able to get good runs out of this race. Definitely when it matters most, getting closer to the chase.
All right.
Yeah, I get
and the
standings
point
if you want.
standings.
Yeah.
DJ, are you here? Okay.
So we have Tyler Reddick still in the lead. Hamlin in second, minus 51. He has gained over 40 points, or over 60 points in the last 2 weeks, on his gap. So that's huge. Blaney in third with minus 157. Elliott in fourth, minus 187. Gibbs in fifth, minus 199. Larson in sixth, minus 216. Hocevar in seventh, minus 241. Buscher in eighth, minus 245. Suarez in ninth, minus 251. Bell in 10th, minus 259. Bubba in 11th, minus 291. Byron in 12th, minus 292. That's a 1 point gap. Oh boy. Briscoe in 13th, minus 299. SVG in 14th. Even after having a bad week, that's still huge to be in 14th. For him, minus 314. Brad in 15th, minus 319. Cindric is taking the last spot in the chase right now, minus 340. Logano in 17th, fighting with Cindric as well. Eric Jones jumped up to 18th from 21st after last week, or from this week. He is minus 355, and it's minus 18 from the cut line. And then Priest in 19th, minus 356, and McDowell in 20th, minus 383. And I want to point out Chastain, still in 24th, minus 409. That's not good.
No, it is not. DJ, thank you, or Cody, thank you for getting all those things. You ready to talk about the truck race? You want to give us the rating first? We don't have to go in depth to the truck race. We can just kind of just put your rating out there, and then after we do our rating, you can go to the finishers and points. Okay.
All right. For the most part, I really didn't watch it. I watched like the back end of stage 2 and on. From what I seen, it was pretty boring. Besides like the top 4 or 5 trucks, I'd give it like a 6. Wasn't nothing spectacular.
Yeah, I'll do my rating and then I'll go DA, Hunter, Cody, and then DTD. It was that was the worst truck race I've seen in a very long time. I rated the Cup race a 4.5. I'm gonna rate this a 2. That was awful.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. Like just how like aerodynamically dependent these absolute bricks on wheels are. It was absolutely just terrible. I mean, 1.5 for me. It was just tough to watch.
Cody, you can go ahead since Hunter's AFK here. Oh, he's back.
My bad, dude. I'm crashing out. There's a freaking fly like between my screen and my window right now, and I can just
That's
hear it buzzing.
Yeah, that's annoying. Yeah, I actually heard it a minute ago. I'm
believe
joking. I'm totally joking.
It's loud as hell, so I don't know. You probably did. Honestly, the truck race sucked. It was awful. That was one of the most boring races I've ever watched in my life. If it wasn't for like half the truck field having no talent and wrecking, like every other restart, it would have probably been like in the 1 range for me. But yeah, I'll give it like a 2.5 because I genuinely believe that that's all it was worth. If there was anything else on TV, I would have been watching. As a matter of fact, I was like on my phone. I was watching college baseball instead of watching the truck race. That's how bad that was. Yeah, they need to figure out a new package for the trucks when they go there, or just never go back there because that was bad. That was really really bad.
Yeah, I don't think the truck race was that good. I mean, I even said to the group before that the Cup race is going to have more passing, and yeah, it did. Um, so I think the truck race was way worse than the Cup race was, other than the top five battling all race. But off of that, I'd give it like a 3.
Me. Oh, all right. Honestly, truck race was. I'm gonna agree with Hunter and Dylan here. It absolutely sucked. Really wasn't much to look at. So I'll give it like a 2.3.
Solid. Corey Hyde won. Let's talk about the top finishers there, DJ.
It ended up coming down to Corey Heim, who was eventually the winner over Caden Honeycutt by not very much. Carson Osafar was right there in that bunch. Ended up, I believe he posted about it saying he was overheating or something like that, which ended up making him fall out of the battle for the win. We had the front row trucks, Lane Riggs and Chandler Smith, 4th and 5th. They were 3 seconds back. And then you go back to 6, who was 7 seconds back, and Christopher Bell, Ricky Stenhouse, Connor Mozak, Jake Garcia, and Tyler Ankrum got a top 10, ladies and gentlemen. Grant Enfinger in 11th, Gio in 12th, Brendan Queen with a top 15, Daniel Dye with a top 15. Some notable bad runs are Ty Majeski and Christian Eckes. I believe they got caught up in wrecks. Cletus gets a top 25 as well. Would you like me to go over the points as well?
Yes, sir.
We got Lane Riggs as the point leader with a 26-point gap over Caden Honeycutt. Chandler Smith in 3rd, Gio Ruggiero in 4th, Christian Eckes 5th, Ben Rhodes 6th, Ty Majeski 7th, Tyler Ankrum 8th, Daniel Hemrick 9th, and Jake Garcia 10th. And Corey Heim is 1 spot out of the chase.
That's good.
By 4 points.
That's impressive. What's up, Chronic? How are you? Thanks for joining. Yeah, thanks for getting all the points. Any thoughts or anything before we move on? Well,
Now
I was gonna
there's nothing
say,
to talk about in that truck race.
yeah, I will say this. So the truck has about 690 horsepower now. They dropped it down to that much. It is worse than the Cup car. Like it is so bad. Um, and that's not. I mean, we saw it at Texas. We kind of. It just was smaller, so like you could get more of a run, you know. Um, but man, does it suck. So we need to really figure that out. Maybe the UV series. I'm just joking. All right. Well, we can move on to the next segment.
Let that replace the Truck Series.
Uh, what's the news and the ratings we got? DCD.
All right. Well, since we didn't get to last week, Corey Heim will be going Cup racing next year, 2311. Nick Sanchez, after AM Racing shut down, is going to have a part-time schedule with Peterson Racing. And then, obviously, I know we've been talking about KFB, but also Ned Jarrett passed away, so rest in peace to him. And then the Cup rating at Nashville, $2 million on Prime. O'Reilly at Nashville, 1.1 million. And then truck at Nashville that started at 11 p.m. Eastern, 187,000.
That's pretty good. Was it up from last year on Prime? I believe so, right?
I think so, yeah.
All races have been up so far, so that's why I wanted to make sure. Which is really good. That's a really good sign.
It was.
I mean, we're doing the same amount of numbers. We're doing more than we did at FS1. I mean, that just goes to show you, like, it needs to be on Prime versus FS1. But thank you. Any other news? I don't think so. Other than Corey Heim, Hamlin pretty much officially said he's going to retire after the end of the next season. So
Yeah.
that's another news.
Which
I
feel like he could change.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I don't know what your questions are this week, Hunter, but I feel like that could be one of something about Brent Cruz. But he literally kind of said it like he's going to the 11 on the Prime post race show. So
I heard something about Christopher Bell. It could be completely fake, but I heard he was in a cast on his wrist.
I was about
He
to
was.
ask, have we heard anything about Bell?
Yeah, he has a cast on his
He was in
wrist.
cast.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was 100% or not. I
don't think
it.
that'll cause him not to race this weekend though. I think he'll probably have a sick driver, but I don't think he's not gonna not race. In a sense of he's gonna start the race at least. I think.
We all want to see Ryan Truex.
I mean,
who's we?
I want to see Bell. What are you talking about?
You want to see Bell? Oh, okay. Sorry. I just thought you were talking about relief driver, and I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
Hey, Amarola is also an option.
Yeah, Amarola.
MTJ back in the car.
Yeah, I was about to say Truex was like pretty serious about going back in a car. So that's
I would love to see one more Martin Monday. Like,
are
the most boring races of all time. But, like, dude, I just want to see it one more time.
One more boring Martin Truex win. Yeah, we love that.
Oh, we'll just put him in a truck race.
Wait, DJ, are we talking about the same Truex here?
I mean, at first I was talking about Ryan Truex. Now I'm talking about Martin Truex.
Okay, I thought you thought like it was Martin Truex the whole time. I'm like, no, that's not the Truex that's going to be getting in the car.
I knew you said two different Truexes, but like I get where you get it. Thought that. Well, it is time for in the draft questions by our one and only. So obviously you asked the question. DA, DJ, Cody, DCD, myself, and then you can answer your own question. Go right ahead.
All right. I could be wrong statistically about this, so Dunboy, you can correct me if I am. But I believe it's the first time since Coda that somebody has been within 100 points of Tyler Reddick. Is Tyler Reddick still the favorite to win the regular season champion, or is Denny now the favorite?
Well, I would say that he's still the favorite because that was just his first DNF of all season. I mean, if he just keeps the car clean and keeps having good runs, I think he's still going to be around the top. Like around like the top 10, top 5 area. He might even win some more. We don't even know. But considering that's his first DNF and he just keeps the pace he's going, I think he'll still be the favorite to win it the regular season championship.
It has changed for me. It is definitely Denny's to lose because after you got out of Daytona, Atlanta, Coda, that's when it starts swinging back Denny's way, and he's just been chopping and chopping and chopping, slowly catching them because they're running side by side each and every week. But with that was a huge point swing. What, now he's within 50, you said? I think
It's 51.
He's minus
51.
51.
I mean, that's one more bad race from Reddick, and he's there. So, I mean, I think it's Denny's to lose.
I think it's a crazy take that you say it's Denny's to lose. I still think it's Reddick's championship to lose off the start of the season, how he's been doing with the DNF. But do I think Reddick will lose the championship? I don't know. But this was kind of what I was talking about Hunter about when I was saying like last night I was going to say something about Denny. Um, like you look at it, you might not think it's that much. Um, like I think Hamlin beats Reddick at the end of the regular season by 50 points. And so you look at it, like you look at it now, like you think 50 points, obviously that's almost the whole race, right? But you're looking at it from this point, that's 100 points gained on Reddick in total. And I think Hamlin can very much do that, and I think it will happen. I think Hamlin will beat Reddick at the end of the regular season by 50 points.
That is bold. I like that.
Holy cow! So you think he's going to gain 101 points on one driver?
At least, yep.
Oh, buddy.
I mean,
That's-
Reddick's due for at least like 2 more DNFs. Like,
Listen, I don't disagree. I mean, last year he finished 32nd here at Pocono. I just had to look that up. I was trying to see what his average running position is at Pocono. But I think Denny Hamlin wins the regular season. I think he does catch him, and I don't know if he wins by 50, but I think it's Denny Hamlin.
I think for me, I'm leaning Denny, but I'm concerned because 2 of the next 3 weeks are Denny's kryptonite, and Tyler Reddick's pretty good at road courses. So I mean, Denny could very easily go 3 in a row this week at Pocono. And at that point, the lead gets really, really close. And Tyler Reddick is not known for having great runs at Pocono, and he's going to be qualifying fairly early, so he probably is going to be starting in the back at a track really hard to pass. I think if Denny can kind of just weather the storm at Sonoma and San Diego, he's looking really pretty. And I'm also just gonna say this, dude. I hate that he's like getting better as he gets older. Like, it doesn't make sense. Nothing about this makes sense. And like the fact that he's talking about like confirming basically that he's gonna retire is just insane to me. Like, you're driving the best you've ever driven and you're gonna freaking retire. I mean, for me personally, I can't stand the dude, so I'm kind of happy about it, but it just doesn't make sense. But I think saying Reddick's championship or it's Denny's championship to lose is a crazy take. That's bold. I think Cody's statement about winning by 50 is bold, but I do think Denny. I think he does win the regular season championship. My second question, I said I wasn't going to talk about it, but I'm feeling spicy. Let's talk waivers. If C-Bell misses this week, does he deserve a waiver? And what do you think classifies as deserving a waiver?
I would say classifying deserving a waiver is kind of like injury related, like in a car, something like that. Like you're actually like doing your job, you're actually racing in the NASCAR like national series. You get injured, that's fair. I don't know if I like the Larson double one at all. I don't know if that's classified as what I would approve, but I would say something that's like injury related is something I would give a waiver for, in my opinion.
in my own humble opinion, there should have never been waivers in the first place. I don't think Kyle Busch should have got his. I don't think Larson should have got his. I don't like them. Don't think they should have been a thing. Plain and simple. You were supposed to be there each and every week, and you did not show up each and every week. So therefore, you don't compete for a championship.
What if you get hurt in a car? You break your leg in a car by doing your job. You're not allowed to come back.
He wasn't even in. If he was in a cup car, that's different. He was going down trying to boost his stats.
So if Seabell misses this week, you said earlier in the group chat he doesn't deserve a waiver, but he's in a cup car.
He doesn't.
But you just said it's different.
Look, man, Ricky Bobby drove with a broke arm. I don't want to hear it.
I think I said this a couple weeks ago, and I think I said it to you. Like, some people should just not be allowed to have opinions.
Yeah.
And you are the definition of that person.
I do not think there should be waivers in this. If you got the rule, you must attempt every single race. There shouldn't be a waiver.
So if you're medically not cleared, like a doctor is telling you that you cannot, you think that should cost you your season.
It's the same thing with football.
This is a completely different sport.
It's
man.
not the same with football. How is it the same with football?
If Mahomes goes down right at the end, the Chiefs are not winning the Super Bowl.
But they're still going to compete. They're still going to be eligible to win it. I mean, Carson Wentz went down with an MVP year, and the backup came in, and we won a Super Bowl with Nick Foles. So
okay, then.
Your
with that case, then who said that earlier? That whoever filled in for him should have been able to get the points for him.
Damon said it, but
yeah,
it has
okay.
nothing
Well,
to do
then
with...
it should be like that. It should be like that. It should be car points. Then it shouldn't be just singular driver points.
All right, I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm gonna give you my opinion now because you're gonna love this. Sorry, Cody, I'm skipping you. All right, so here's my opinion on this whole thing. Okay, a waiver in the chase era should not be a thing. Okay, let's be for real. It should be whoever makes it in the top 16 in points. I'm sorry. All right.
Well, so wait, here's my question. So if Bell still finished top 16, he still needs a waiver because he's not making.
Yes, but I'm saying waivers should be gone away. If he makes, so I'm saying top 16 in points. It doesn't matter if you miss 10 races, 12, 1. Right.
I agree with that. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Top 16
in points. Hey, you're in the chase. That is the rule. That's the way it should be. The only reason why the waivers happen is because of the winning you're in, right? That's the only reason why they're a thing. Now, to your point about the team fighting for whatever, with the waiver, whatever, that is the reason why you have a driver's points and you have an owner's points, okay? The team still will get the points. The driver should not get a driver's points based off of them being, oh, they're going to fill in for me, so guess what? I can sit out this week. No. You did not drive. You don't get the points that you scored, okay? Now, I know that there's substitutions, so if you start the race, you get the points. It's always been like that. That should never change, okay? Now, I still feel weird about that rule. Like, even to this day, I think it should be a little different, but that's been there since the 90s, or the 80s, the 70s, right? Like, that's going to stay. All right. People are confused in the chat. So if you miss a race, technically the rule states that you have to compete in every single race to race for a championship. That is the rule. Okay? I say the reason why that was in there is because back in the old points format, in the chase or in the playoffs, it was win in your end. So if you win a race, you automatically make it into the playoffs. But if there's 16 winners, you have to be above in points. Whatever. Now there's no win in your end. It is the top 16 in points scored from Daytona all the way to Daytona. Okay. So in my opinion, it doesn't matter how many races you're out. As long as you're in the top 16, you make it. Cody, go ahead.
I think it's kind of a simple, like kind of thing that you're gonna go with. Like, a waiver should be for an injury that's causing you to miss a race, right? A waiver shouldn't be, you're doing something else. Like for example, Larson not completing a lap at the Coke 600 because of doing the Indy 500. He should not have got a waiver, right? Chase Elliott getting injured while skiing. He shouldn't have got a waiver. He was doing something other than NASCAR.
It was snowboarding. All right, skiing's for nerds.
Oh, hey, dude, it's the same thing, man. I was actually watching a video. He did say
So-
skiing, but it was funny. Um,
I will say this.
but
I agree to that. I do. But also, like, do I? Like, I mean, you could get in a car accident driving from here to work, and you're still going to get paid. Like, I mean, skiing is one thing. I know it's Chase Elliott, so it looks like I'm biased. But, like,
Brad hadn't even hit the slopes yet. He slipped in the parking lot.
so my point to that, like, actually, is anybody can get injured outside of their profession and still do their profession. Um, I think that's a waiver, except if you're suspended, which he was suspended that year. He should not get a waiver.
yeah, that was the next thing I was definitely going to go with was that I think Kyle Busch definitely deserved a waiver, right? He got injured while racing. You know, that's not like, and something that wasn't even his fault. Yes, he's doing extra series that he doesn't have to be doing, right? Um, but I feel like it's kind of a different situation. I mean, you're competing in a NASCAR race for a NASCAR owner points at that point, for that car, for Joe Gibbs, and you're not just gonna, say, "Oh, I'm not gonna race because what if something happens?" Right? You never know what's gonna happen in that race. Um, so I feel like it's a fair waiver that he missed 9 to 10 races because of an injury in that, right? Um, so I feel like waivers definitely should be a thing, but it shouldn't be, if it's missing a race because you're doing something else. I feel like it's kind of a different thing. You shouldn't have a waiver for. And being suspended, like Chase said, got a waiver for being suspended. I feel like that was kind of a dumb one. I feel like, I mean, Chase Elliott did something stupid and got suspended, but still gets rewarded by a waiver and continues, right? Um, but I think you look at it like what Hunter said with, um, what did Hunter say? I just seen it. Um, I just lost it. Okay, well, never mind.
About
I
my
just think
reference
there
to
should be
Patrick
waivers.
Mahomes being out the first 4 weeks.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like like you shouldn't just because one player gets injured. I feel like it doesn't take them out of like competition, right? And like they're still in the Super Bowl, right? They're not gonna they're not gonna have a chance to fully lose the Super Bowl. They're still gonna be competing as players. It's just you're not gonna have your star player throwing you the ball. So I feel like that's where it kind of comes from. You're kind of stuck there, and you have to rely on the backup. And that's kind of what it goes for in NASCAR. You have to rely on the backup drivers to race where you compete for owners championships while your current driver is out for because of injury. So I feel like it's kind of a fair comparison for that situation. Like you're not fully out. You shouldn't be out of it because uh, you get injured and you're not. It's not something you're doing wrong, right? You're competing in a race, you get injured. Like there should be a waiver for that. And I feel like off of that, the championship is deserved. Unlike DJ was saying that it was Mickey.
All right. I'm gonna try to stay calm for this answer. So if Seabell misses, I agree with Dylan. Like what you said with the whole chase format. I think it doesn't matter. Top 16, like literally the only reason waivers were implemented were for situations that happened. Like NASCAR finally got one right. SVG coming to Chicago and winning one race without waivers, SVG would have technically been in the playoffs that year. So that's why the waiver was invented. It was to prevent people from like being part-time, coming in, winning a race, and taking a playoff spot. It had nothing, like the idea of it had nothing to do with injuries. That was not the reason it was created. It also was created to just, I mean, you couldn't just go win Daytona and be like, you know what, we're going to save some money and just kind of stack up all of our, research and everything and get ready for the playoffs. When it comes to KV, like we had our discussion earlier, all right, So you're saying right now that if Seabell misses a race, still finishes top 16, and he makes a chase, you're fine with it, correct? What is the difference in what KB did when the rules at the time, it had nothing to do with points. It was winning you're in. You just had to be top 30. So KB did that. And he missed 9 races and still did that. And then in the playoffs, got hot and dominated. I don't understand how you're saying that somebody being injured should not be allowed to compete. If you're telling me that they're just skipping race for shits and giggles, I'm all for it. Don't let them in. They shouldn't be in. But if you are medically not cleared to race, in what race is this? Race 17 we're going to? Race
16, 17.
Yeah. So we're like midway through the season. You're telling me if somebody gets injured and misses one race, that like, oh, yep, season's over. Season's over. Call it a season. That's essentially what you were saying at the beginning of this.
No. Kyle Busch missed 9 races. Christopher Bell might miss 1. You miss 1, your season shouldn't be over. You missed half the season. Well, not half the season, a quarter of the season. Why are you still able to compete for a championship?
He met the criteria that was provided.
And that's what I said. That's what I said earlier. I said, when Cody said, "Is it Mickey?" I said, kind of, but he did what NASCAR told him to do. I don't agree with what NASCAR wanted him to do, which those were the rules at the time. He abided by them, and he won his championship. Fair due to him. That's what I said.
So 9 races is essentially what? That's a quarter of the season. That is 25% of the season. So you're saying that because the star player of the number 18, Kyle Busch, missed 9 races. I'm going to turn it back to what I said in the group chat earlier. Patrick Mahomes misses 4 games for the Chiefs. They might start 0-4. Very good chance they do. The Chiefs can still compete for a championship at that point. They can end up going 13-4 at that point. So I know we're not a stick and ball sport, but you're talking about the star player getting injured early and missing multiple races. I don't understand how, if they come back and they get hot and they just have a dominant season after that, how, like, in your opinion, it's just an unfair, like, unjust thing to put them in the playoffs in that situation.
I guess it's more of like it's because I never agreed with the top 30 in points anyways. Like, because then you have people like Harrison Burton a couple years ago who was just barely in there, and now he's taking up a playoff spot from someone who has been in the top 16 all year long. I think the part that really makes it unfair more to me is, right, I think he ended up like top 25-ish in points, something like that, before the chase reset. Or it was chase in 2015, right? Or no, it was playoff. Okay. Well, all right, now everybody gets set back to what it was, a 2,000 point reset, and there's no stages at this point, so everybody's at 2,000 or whatever the gap is that they had. So now he's back on an even playing field. That's the part. Like, while yes, it goes back to the thing. You miss a quarter of the season, I just don't think you have a shot at the championship. And you keep on bringing up the Mahomes and everything, which I understand that, but that's a different kind of playoff system and all that. That's a different kind of season. There's no point system for that. Like, you can go out, win 8 games straight, and then lose the rest of them, and now you still can't make the playoffs. There's no points. In a point system, there's no way you make up that much ground. Like, after missing 9 races, there's no way he makes up enough points to make top 16.
All right. Well, I'm going to drop this. We can continue this later in the PlayStation party, but if not, this podcast is going to go on for 3 hours. My third question, honestly, this is going to be kind of stupid, but it pisses me off to no end. Why is Pocono considered 3 turns? All right. If turn 1 is modeled after Trenton Speedway in New Jersey. It's considered turn 1 and turn 2 in Trenton. All right. Turn 2, modeled after Indy. I'm fine with that. That's one turn. One turn. And turn 3 is modeled after the Milwaukee Mile, which is considered turn 3 and 4 in Milwaukee. Why is it not 5 turns?
Well, they wanted to be unique, you know, they wanted to be unique. So they got the triangle layout so that they are just lying to the public about how many turns they got. So it's like, hey, we got 3 actual turns. No, we technically do have 2 turns and 2 other things, you know? It's all about marketing and bringing in ticket sales, man. It's all about.
5 turns is unique.
I mean, it is. It is, but what makes sense for the NASCAR fans, okay? They see a triangle, they see 3 sides, so 3 turns. There you go. Simple math.
What turn 4?
Yeah, what turn 4?
Also, I thought turn 1 at Pocono was after Bristol.
No.
Oh, I thought
14-degree
Bristol
bank after Trenton Speedway in Trenton, New Jersey, which closed in 1980.
I was wrong about that.
All right,
I
before we
wasn't
move
even thought
on,
of.
I want to say some people what they said in the chat about these questions. First off, he says the driver needs to have lives off on and off the race weekend. That's for Clyde. I guess that was for Chase, obviously. But missing a race hurts now because of the point system. KB wouldn't make it with 4 wins, but the win in your end was better for missing a few weeks than missing now. Yes. Kyle had to get in the top 30 in points too. Yes. And then now. He said there's 3 great turns at Pocono, and then he said turns 4 and 5 is when they go to green flag pit stops. That's funny. All right, go ahead. Who I don't even know who's next.
That's
TJ?
Cody, I think.
TJ.
It's my turn?
I
I thought I already said something.
It's Cody.
You go say something, Cody?
Yeah, you gotta just keep staring at me all day.
That
Yeah,
bro
my
just
bad.
smiling at us.
Bro, homie just sees a bunch of pennies.
Bro,
He was literally just staring at us, smiling, like, answer
Yeah.
the question.
All right,
I
go
was
ahead.
I was honestly kind of confused. I thought TJ was going next. I mean, I definitely get what you're saying about how it should be 5 turns. Because turn 1 and 3 is considered 2 turns off of a racetrack. But I mean, I guess what DA was saying was kind of smart, simple math. It's kind of like Steiner Bros math. You know, you look at the track, you see a triangle. It's only 3 sides. So I mean, simple math for young NASCAR fans that are not gonna understand it. So I guess they say 3 turns because what's turn 4?
Okay, but Martinsville looks like 2 turns to a normal person, too. All right.
That was exactly that is fair. So I mean, like it goes both ways. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, it should be 5 turns, I guess. What's the word we were looking for, or the word we said about it being 3 turns. I don't know.
Triangle.
It should be 5 turns. End of discussion.
Oh yeah. I think it should be 8 turns, because you swerve down the straightaway to get away from the draft, and
Yeah, it's fair.
no, I'm just kidding. No, I think it's 5. I mean, I know they say 3 because it's like the tricky triangle. That's like the whole point, but it's 5 turns. It's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it's 5 turns.
Yeah, I already gave my answer. I gave my rant. You know how I feel.
It should be 8. I really threw y'all off there. I saw y'all's face.
TJ.
Was that your third
Oh, that's
question?
fair.
Yeah, that was my third question. That was
Oh.
all. That was all I had for this week.
That's so funny. Your last question was hilarious. Thank you so much for bringing those each and every week. It's always fun to debate, especially with all these gooners. But I was about to say something completely different. And
Can I add a question?
Sure.
Um, does Henny? Yep, great.
Any
Does
Any
Denny
Damlin?
Hamlin? Henny Hamlin.
any damn one.
That's a great start off to the question. Does Denny Hamlin reach 70?
He's at 63 now.
Yep.
Oof.
That's a good
I don't
question.
know. He's so good right now.
Yeah, he's really good right now. I can actually see him doing that. So, what do you say he's going to retire at the end of next season, right?
And next season, yeah.
I think he can do it. It's going to be like exactly 70 or 71, though, if he does it. He's going to be like on the number, on the dot, if he does it, which I think he can. I think it's possible.
Yeah, because I got him going 3 in a row this week. I got him. Pocono has been Denny's playhouse for the last couple of years. He's just owned everybody there, and obviously, he's probably gonna be competitive at Kansas again later in the year. He's gonna be competitive at Vegas again later in the year. Homestead, he's gonna be in contention for more wins, so he could get to like, unironically, like 65 to 67 just this season in my mind.
Yeah.
And then you go off of next season. If he just keeps it up, I could easily
What-
see him getting to
what-
70.
What tracks did you say? Did you ever get up?
I don't know, man.
No. So I think he gets 69 wins. Like, actually, I'm not even trying to meme it. I really do think he gets 69 wins. I think he gets 6 more before he retires. So 3 more by the end of this year, and I do think he goes off a little bit. I don't think that he has the same. I mean, when you say you're gonna retire a certain year, just the pressure is just different. So I don't think that he wins as many as he does next year.
Yeah, I don't know. I literally just looked at the schedule, and there's only 3 tracks on here that I'm looking at that I'm just saying, yeah, he's not going to win. Like 100%, cross him off. He's not going to win. And the rest, I can easily see him winning. So, yeah, I really don't know. For my mental sake, I hope he doesn't get to 70. I don't know if I can handle seeing Denny in victory lane 7 more times before he retires. I don't know, man. The Toyotas are onto something right now, and he's capitalizing quite a bit. So I'm gonna say he does get to 70. I don't want him to, but I think he does.
Awesome.
Yeah, and also, I think he gets 71 at the end of his career.
Wow. So you think he gets 8 more wins from now to
Yeah.
the end of next season?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's nuts.
I think he will fall off next year with him announcing that he's saying he's going to retire.
Yeah.
But I still think 4 wins is still possible for a driver like Denny Hamlin. His driving skills is aging like fine wine. So I mean,
All righty. Well, thank you for those questions. It's time to get in the paint scheme review. Tell me when y'all see it.
there we go.
All
Yep,
righty.
Yeah, Dia, you can go ahead and start off.
Perfect. This is the 77 of my king, Carson Hocevar. Number 77 Ziegler. Looks just like his car was yesterday. Black and yellow. Can't go wrong with that. Shout out with Khalifa.
We have cars loads in the WeatherTech scheme. We kind of seen this kind of thing with like Red Bull and WeatherTech last season when he was in O'Reilly. But I think this. I mean, you look at it. I mean, you look at it. It looks fast, but wasn't fast. Unfortunately, not. But it looks good.
Yeah, it was really hard to drive. So
It looked good in the inside wall.
It was so fast. It was hard to drive. That's what it was.
We got number 4 truck of Cletus McFarland. Yeah, brother. It's just America charged, right? With the eagle on the side. Like, come on, man. You can't go wrong with America. We all love America, right? Can't go wrong with a scheme like this.
America.
We have Oh Lord, we have Chandler Smith in the pink truck. Cannot Everglades Gold. That's a
Pitbull.
nice sponsor. I think the truck was very clean. Pink and black always goes well together, so it's kind of weird they brought it up because it's not October, but hey, random pink and black car looks good.
Next, we got the 43 of Cody's GOAT, Eric Jones. I feel like we see this we see this scheme on like John Hunter's car, but for some reason, I feel like the number 43 just looks better with a scheme like this than the 42 does. It just like flows better and just more cleaner look. Of course, again, America red, white, and blue type of deal here. Yeah, it just looks it's a great looking scheme. Can't go wrong with it.
And we got William Byron with the Solar Boost Exalta. They always have their color of the year. I think is what they call it for Exalta. I think every time they bring it out, it always looks amazing. For whatever scheme they do. We saw it at Dover, but we weren't able to, see the scheme for Dover because we were doing Charlotte paint schemes. But I mean, this scheme is just hot, literally. Um, Looks good under the daytime. I wonder if you would run it under night. I think it'd even pop more, to be honest. But I think it looks really good.
Alrighty, that is our paint scheme review. Now it's time to head into our weekend review. Going to Pocono. Here's the points. Do y'all see it? Do y'all see it well?
Damn, the lead?
God, Leafs still in the lead?
Yeah. You're in the lead by 3 points over DA, 9 points over DCD, and then I got from 6th to 4th over Cody, minus 10 back. DJ's minus 13. Damon's minus 14. So yeah, that is our pick points. Let me see.
Dang. Guess that Cinder pick wasn't bad for Hunter. All right. Wow.
Well, you also got to think this is 2 weeks because we missed.
Right.
Yeah.
Still though, that Cinder pick wasn't bad.
Yeah, no doubt. Sorry, I'm trying to find.
It was almost really bad with 2 to go. He almost wrecked it under Briscoe.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I was like, oh man, this might be that turning point of the season for you if he turns left and goes flying through the grass. So,
it is gonna be the O'Reilly race at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the CW. It's 100 laps. Yeah. So who is going to win? Do you have Damon's pick, Cody?
Yes, I do. He picked Connor Zillage.
The Zillbilly.
That's not where I thought he was gonna go.
Alrighty. DJ, who you got?
I wonder, dude.
I really don't know who's racing, so I'm just gonna go with the guy who's the best in the series right now. I'm gonna take Justin Allgaier.
Okay.
That's a safe bet.
Dude, Carson Wade's racing.
I definitely know who I'm going with, but Hunter, if you can correct me on this, I'm gonna go with William Bauer in the race. But wasn't Chase Elliott supposed to be in the car?
No, he's in for Chicago. I know that.
Yeah, Chicago.
Well, that's not
Okay,
fun.
I knew he was in for Chicago, but I couldn't remember if he was in for Pocono as well.
Cody, are you sure you want
was in for Pocono?
Are you sure you want to pick Byron, Cody? Because Natalie Decker's in the field today, or not today, but she's in the race on Saturday, so she might be someone you need to look at.
I don't want to pick the biggest complainer in NASCAR.
Okay.
Actually, that's a push. Caden Honeycutt's there.
Oh, dang.
That's so good. Well, it's my pick. I think I gotta go with the next best guy, Brett Cruz. Where's Dunboy? I thought he was here.
He was earlier. I don't know where he went.
Bro left like 30 minutes ago. I don't know where he went.
He disappeared. Okay. Is it just my pick, or are we waiting to see what he says? Or
I'm gonna give it like 2 minutes max.
no, you're all good.
Well, on the bright side, since we got a little downside right here, or downtime, I've just seen something where they said they are in deep development of NASCAR 26. So that's some good news.
Yeah, does it give you
Huge.
huge news? Where's that at?
I seen it in a league that I'm in.
I don't know. I don't know if I like that as a reliable source. I don't know if I
Yeah, I
like
don't know
that.
if I help.
Yeah, I'm not really 100% on the source, but it just says well into development.
Listen, I'm more excited for the IndyCar game coming out. Sorry.
You and me both.
Yeah, you and me three.
You four.
And then you
When you did you?
And when you
I'm giving him 30 more seconds, and then you can pick. Do you?
Oh yeah, perfect.
go ahead, take, and we know you want Ross Chastain.
Is he even racing? That'd be fun if he was.
I don't know, probably.
I don't see him
I don't
actually.
think he is.
Sad, dude. The masculine urge to pick Ross
Yeah, you're in
Chastain.
shambles.
Yeah, dude.
Hey,
Sad.
Carson Ware's racing though. Don't forget about him.
I don't know, dude. I was thinking more about I don't know. I saw Dexter Bean in the field. I was like, maybe he's the one I got to go with.
Yeah.
But
Don't forget about Morgan Shepherd, man.
All right, you can pick.
all right, perfect.
Is he in the field, Morgan Shepherd?
Did I do
doubt
like a
it, bro. It's
wheelchair
like
now?
90.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like a
I was
wheelchair now?
confused. I was like, what?
Oh man.
Yeah, you were talking about him earlier. I know who you want.
Who'd I want? Well, for the record, I'm not taking Cole Custer. Okay, sorry.
Say
So
the GOAT, Corey Day.
I cannot share not to that. So anyway, I'm just gonna move on. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take Carson Quapple because he's in a junior
There it
motorsport
is.
car. Because I think he's extremely talented. I think he could get it done for sure.
All right.
At this point, I'm just going to keep picking him because eventually he's going to win, and I want to say that I picked him to win the week that he did. Give me my goat, Parker Retzlaff.
Yeah, I knew it. It won.
go.
This is 1 week. 1 week he
That's
wins.
the future
We'll never
driver
get
of
to
the
the end
two
of
car,
it.
man.
What?
Future driver of the two car at RCR, man.
That is not confirmed. That is not even.
He's going there next year.
What are you talking about,
He's
dude?
gonna
I heard,
fill
No,
in-
I've heard some other stuff from Parker.
yeah,
he's
dude. I
gonna
heard
fill
he's
in
taking
for
over that 5.
Crybaby Love.
You take over that 5 for Kyle Larson, and Larson's washed, dude. Watch out.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him to go build a rocket ship.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, now we move on to Sunday, June 14th at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 160 laps for 400 miles on Prime. Who is going to suck? You probably don't have Damon's that, so just
No, I don't
DJ.
have those for him.
Someone that's gonna suck. We haven't taken him in 2 weeks, and he finally sucks. So we're gonna stick to that train. We're gonna take. I don't know. Give me Daniel Suarez to suck.
Okay.
That is interesting.
What did you say? My AirPods
Said
cut out.
Suarez.
Okay. Well, we're actually not going to continue the trend. Where Tyler Reddick's going to suck. That means he's going to do good.
That's like terrorist level things right there.
So this guy has a 26.8 average finish in the next gen car at Pocono, and that's Ross Chastain. He's gonna suck.
Oh, is it? Is it my pick again?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It pains me to do this, but I think Ryan Preece is going to struggle.
Interesting.
It's heavy braking this week into turn 1, and a team that didn't seem to have the brakes figured out at Nashville. Let's say AJ Allmendinger sucks this week.
Whew.
Thought he was going track outside.
Me too.
So did
Me
I.
too.
Who is going to have a good run, DJ?
A good run will be the 5 car of Kyle Larson.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Shut up.
No, he's actually really solid here. We win this race a
What
couple
about
years
2021?
ago if we don't get Denny.
You also would have won if you didn't blow a tire going into 3. Well, technically, you blew a tire going into 4.
Oh, but yeah, there you go.
all right.
Man, we're wall popping.
Can't do that
Yeah.
there.
It was actually going into 5.
Well,
No, it was 4. All right.
That's 4.
it was 4. It was in the middle of 4 and 5. I mean, he had a good run yesterday. So, and he has success at Pocono. Give me Cole Custer.
That's a good pick.
That's a good pick. That was my most
Thank you,
improved pick
Larry.
before the season. And
I-
it turned out
Thank
well.
you, Larry.
I'm going to pick a guy that finished second at Michigan. Eric Jones has an 11.3 average finish in the next gen area here. That is 5th compared to all drivers. So Eric Jones is going to get us a good run.
I like that pick. That's probably going to be my pick, but you took him, so now I got to look differently. I think I want to take Austin Cinder to keep up the good momentum and have a good run this week.
I can't believe I'm about to say what I'm about to say. Riley Herbst is going to have a good run.
Wow. That's good.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
What?
Ever since he's found out he's lost his job, dude's been wheeling that thing. So
Dang it.
what a
I never
time.
thought I'd hear that.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd ever say
Especially out
it.
of Hunter's mouth.
Is it win picks now? Right?
Yeah. Do we have Damon's win pick?
Yes. It is Chase Elliott.
Oh, dang.
Uh-oh.
Starting in the back, most likely.
I hope he's right. That's all I gotta say.
I've already taken Denny Hamlin out. I think. Yeah, I took him at Vegas.
Let me
So
see.
can't do that.
Let me see.
There's only one
You
person
did.
that hasn't taken Denny so far. I think I know where he's going this week.
Yeah. Safe bet.
Have I taken Bubba Wallace? If not, I would like to take Bubba Wallace.
You can have him. Actually, I think it's
You have taken Bubba Wallace already.
Dang.
Brother, do you not even look at this?
He
I
literally
can't.
He sent a
DJ, I
link
can
in the
help you.
Discord.
I resent it on purpose. Like,
I can't. Every time I go, it says you have to request access.
okay. All right, you haven't picked Austin Dillon, Gregson, Keselowski, Suarez, Elliott. Well, you can't pick him. Ty Dillon, Allmendinger, Buscher, Gillen, Herbst, Smith, Custer, Nemechek, Jones, Stenhouse, Bowman. I'm not even going to say Cody Ware because that's not even important. Priest, McDowell, Hocevar, Zillage, or SVG.
You know, Cole Custer looks good this time of
Give
year.
me Christopher Buscher from Prosper, Texas, with a population of 30,000.
Thank you for finishing that.
That's pretty good. I like that.
I know if I didn't, DA was going to.
Yeah, I was ready. Can't lie.
I wanted to go with one guy, but I don't know if I can trust it because he's
Voice
going
crack.
to be. Stop. If it's going to be a good week or a bad week for this certain guy. But I'll go with his teammate, and he has the 3rd best average finish in the 4 races at Pocono. Give me Ryan Blaney.
Mm. Well, I feel like it's pretty clear who I'm taking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the winner this week. Back to back to back. Denny Hamlin does it at Pocono.
Ooh.
That's a good pick. Very good pick. Cannot be mad at that.
I know I'm mad about it. I hate everything Denny Hamlin.
Yeah.
Can't wait till he retires.
Dude, I will celebrate.
Stop. I'm trying to
Okay.
get drivers on the bike.
So, this driver, I hate this dude with a burning passion, but I know he's going to do well, I think. Just give me Ty Gibbs to win the race.
I thought we were going a different direction. I thought you were about to pick John Hunter Nemechek for some reason.
I was about to go Ty Gibbs. That's kind of upsetting.
Mm.
Ty
I don't
Gibbs is
know.
a really good pick, by the way.
He's about to shoot chocolate milk out of his car there again.
Yeah.
Hey, look, he's right here. Good score.
Well, I feel bamboozled. But since DJ couldn't take him, I will. Give me Bubba.
Mm.
Good pick. Good pick.
That's
Stop saying good pick to every freaking Toyota, you freaking nerd.
Yeah.
I
What do
think
you
Riley
mean?
Herbst's gonna have a good run. Yep, that's a good pick. That's a great pick.
I mean,
Dude,
is it
I
not?
hate Toyota so much. Like,
Is
besides
Riley
Eric
Herbst
Jones, I
not a
hate
good
them
pick,
all.
though?
No, Riley Herbst sucks. He's not a good pick.
I like JGR.
I hate JGR with a passion.
Cody, you took a Blaney, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm making sure I'm updating the picks
I
right now.
saw that. Yeah, I saw you were.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Yeah, man, that's solid picks. We have 6 viewers live right now. 52 that has clicked on the show. Thank you so much for watching. It was a good episode here. Anything we'd like to add on before we move on to racing ourselves?
I do have one thing I'd like to add.
Yeah.
At this point in time, DJ, you only have 5 drivers that are currently in the chase right now available to pick. So you've picked all the heavy hitters, and you still are, 10 points back?
It's okay, dude. We got San Diego and Sonoma. We are taking
Hunter, who
Zillage
do I
and
have?
SVG
That
both
is-
weeks. Like, we're locked. Okay.
Who do I have that's in the chase?
I don't have a lot either, I don't
For
think.
how many?
You don't have a ton of big names. I think you have 6 right now.
Your cat just jumped off the wall, dude.
All
Are you
right.
serious?
Well, this has been a long
Yes.
podcast. DA, what's the shot for this week?
Denny Hamlin and Tyler Reddick blow up in turn 1.
I don't know. Didn't last week hit though? There was a host of our top 5 if I make the shot, and you actually got a top 5 in the last podcast.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that was funny.
How about this?
Who do you want?
Eric Jones gets the dub.
Ooh, that's a lot of pressure.
I like it.
There's a lot of
I-
pressure.
Throw it at the wall. Throw it at the wall.
No, we give him a realistic chance here.
Yeah.
So-
Dude, that 43 has been fast.
That 40's been
Dude.
smoking.
For Chicagoland, I
Dude.
got the perfect one, man.
You got the perfect
If the
pick
end
for
of
Chicago.
Pocono,
No, I can't pick them for Chicago. I already picked them, but
Who?
Kyle Larson.
Kyle Larson, man. That's the basketball shot the week before Chicago.
Listen,
Chicagoland. It's
I have-
Kyle Larson breaks the
I have
streak.
saved a lot of good drivers.
if Pocono is a long run at the end, watch out for Eric Jones. I'll tell you that.
Here's the shot.
Oh, dude,
my
he's-
God.
He's my guy.
Dang.
Oh my God, we made it.
It
made
might
it.
happen.
It might.
That was wet like water.
What the?
You got
We
hit
made
the
that.
Mellow 3 celebration, bro.
I did. Hit the. Come on now.
All right, boys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also tell the grandmas that we're here. Anyways,
Yeah, we like
peace.
gilfs.
Happy
Hit the
Pride
bell.
Month,